Hello and welcome to Plant CEO. In today's episode, I'd like to welcome my guest, Vivek Kothari, co-founder of CurcuBlast. Hi Vivek, how are you?
Hey Anant, I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good, thank you. So welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Honored to be here.
Great. So can you tell me a little bit about your background before we describe what your company does?
Yeah, sure. So I was born and raised in the UK, in London. I went to the University of Plymouth to study biomedical sciences, and I graduated in 2013. Then I started working for a pharmaceutical company who deal in parallel imports, and that was in 2014. Then in 2015, I moved over to the daughter company in the Czech Republic, and I've been in the Czech Republic ever since. So I was working for the pharmaceutical company for 2 years. Then in 2017, I decided to do a kind of sports supplement company. And from that, we produced CurcuBlast.
Great. And what was the inspiration to create CurcuBlast? And if you can explain what sort of supplement business that you're in.
Yeah, so there's two kind of angles. So the first angle was when we first started this, we were kind of selling well-known products, branded products, which we could introduce onto the Czech market and people knew about them. So it'd be easy to sell and we could build up our rep on top of that.
Right.
Why we decided to go in with our own range of products is you have more control of what goes in there, your supply, and what price you can kind of sell it at.
Yeah.
And the inspiration behind it was, coming from Indian background, like we do. We have a lot of turmeric in all our foods and all our curries.
Totally.
I started taking it in the mornings as well, just on its own with some black pepper in there,
Right.
because I heard of all the benefits that it can give you. In terms of recovery, fat loss, is a great antioxidant, is a great anti-inflammatory agent. So I started taking it in the morning. I don't know if you've tried it. It's not great taking it, mixing water and taking it
That's
raw.
right. Yeah. I mean, I used to have it when I was little, when we were ill, for example, we used to mix it in and have it as a drink, and now and again I still have it, so it does require a bit of tasting if you're having it neat in just water, doesn't it?
Yeah, you kind of like shot it.
Yeah, I guess there's also now a growing trend of people having it as turmeric lattes, for example.
Exactly.
So
we kind of saw what people were doing like that, and I've been in sports my whole life, first from playing cricket, football, tennis, and squash, to later at university, starting gymming and kind of bodybuilding. So I was introduced to supplements, food supplements, vitamins and minerals to take. So it's kind of built on this, which is why we created this product, to not just have it like a turmeric latte or capsule, but to have it combined in a protein shake. So it's more like a meal replacement, if you will, with all of these added benefits.
Yeah. So what sort of supplements were you taking before, and what effects did that have on you before you've now tried your own products?
I've been going to the gym and taking supplements for probably around 8 years. I've tried everything under the sun, from pre-workouts, BCAAs, creatine, to protein. And what I was taking in terms of protein was mostly whey, because of the high protein content. But a lot of people experience this when you either start a new product or you switch over. You experience stomach discomfort, bloating. You just don't feel good. Sometimes for the whole day you can end up running to the loo. It's just not nice. So we wanted to create a product which kind of stayed away from the whole whey and lactose, something which was not neutral for your gut environment, but something which was positive and which would help the gut environment.
So you were having whey before. You also experienced those problems, and that's why you decided to create this product.
Yes. Yeah.
And are you now just taking this protein shake, or are you also having other things like creatine and the BCCAs?
So I try and keep it as simple as possible. I don't like to overload my body with loads of supplements. You know, if it's not natural, then I try and limit how much I use. But stuff like creatine, it is found naturally in certain types of foods. So I'll cycle on and off with that. But otherwise, it's kind of just the protein shake that I'm taking right now.
Okay. And are you doing anything else with your fitness regime? Are you like, I think we previously spoke about you doing intermittent fasting together with this. Could you explain a little bit about that? Obviously, a lot of people are trying that right now, especially, I guess, in terms of the lockdown, people want to trim off a bit of all the junk food they've been eating. So, yeah.
So, yeah, this is kind of my second summer doing it. I tried it last summer and I saw pretty great results. So it just involves you fasting for a 16-hour window. That's kind of what the minimum they say you should do is.
Yeah.
You can do it longer. I've seen people do it for 24 hours, 36 hours. That's kind of going quite extreme.
So what time would you start that? At night, I guess?
Yeah, so I try and eat my dinner as early as possible. So I'll try and finish somewhere between 8 and 9. So that the next day I can break my fast around 12 to 1 p.m.
Yeah, and you said before when you break your fast, you also take apple cider vinegar, shots of that.
Yes, just like an hour before, because it's shown to have good fat burning properties. I've found that when I incorporate into my diet, I don't have cravings so much. When you do IF, and I'm on quite a low carb diet, you get cravings daily, weekly even. So I found apple cider vinegar really does help with kind of pushing those thoughts away, and it kind of almost suppresses your appetite as well.
Right. Interesting.
So it's quite a useful hack.
So what would you say is the main benefits of having turmeric? And if you can explain like the difference between that and curcumin.
So turmeric is the whole root that you find in the ground called curcuma longa, which is the Latin name. Curcumin is the active ingredient found in turmeric, and it's going to be responsible for all the anti-inflammatory benefits, antioxidant benefits, and what have you. So the question is, what are the benefits of turmeric?
Yeah.
So there's been lots of studies done. So it's, really high in anti-inflammatories, antioxidants. It's an effective fat loss remedy. It's also been shown to be a pretty good mood enhancer. So, if someone's feeling quite low and take it in the morning, it kind of peps them up. Studies have been done on the new brain activity as well with curcumin. And it's been shown to be quite effective in the fight against diabetes, Alzheimer's, irritable bowel diseases, because it promotes a healthy gut environment. There's plenty on our website about the even more benefits of curcumin. But yeah, those are a few of the big ones.
And so in terms of moving on to your product now, what are the main other ingredients that you've got in your product to help? Just with the protein levels, it's quite high in protein, I think. Like obviously, I tried a sample that you sent me. I've still got to try this one, which is the mango flavor, but I tried the tiramisu, which was great. So if you could tell me a little bit more about the ingredients.
So along with obviously the superfood we're based on turmeric, we added black pepper extract, also known as piperin. So what that does is turmeric's quite poorly absorbed into the body because it's not water soluble. So when you have it and it goes into your gut and interacts with water, it passes through your system without getting absorbed or digested. So what the black pepper extract does is it helps the absorption by up to 2,000%.
Right.
I guess because it's kind of got its fatty oils in there and it just helps it to bind together and be digested. So we've got piperin included. We have cinnamon powder, which we've added. Everything we've added isn't just from a taste point of view. We've added everything for a reason. So the cinnamon has shown in studies to lower blood sugar levels. We have coconut water in there as well that has shown to have high electrolyte content in there.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Really hydrating, even on par with some of those isotonic drinks. You have Lucozade, things like that.
Right.
We have chia seeds which are high in protein, high in fiber, high in omega-3 fatty acids. Just moving back to the product and how good it is for your gut, we made sure that we had a good amount of fiber in there. When you deal with some other protein products, they really focus on the high protein content, and what that can do is if you have too much protein in your diet, it can cause you to get bunged up and to get constipated. So with our good fiber amounts, it helps digestion, helps it pass through with no bloating and no discomfort.
Yeah.
And our protein sources are pea, rice, and hemp protein. And if you compare that to whey, they're less in calories. You have a good amount of fiber, and it's easy to process, and no real bloating.
So in this 30-gram sample, we've got about 19 grams of protein, right? Which is a good amount. So with all those things, you said in the beginning you can use it as a meal replacement, and you do that sometimes, I guess. And you're taking it twice a day?
Yeah, I take it twice a day. So I'll take it once when I break my fast,
right,
and then I'll take it once after I work out.
So there is also a trend of like companies who are creating this new category of meal replacements. The one company I think of is like Huel.
Yes.
Who have had great success. I mean, is that something that you are looking to be, aspiring against, that sort of product?
It's a good question. I can see the appeal of going down that road, but that's not something I believe in. I don't think you should replace every meal with a product like that. I've had a look at the makeup of Huel and these other companies who have meal replacements out there.
Right.
And there's a lot of chemicals in there, a lot of ingredients which are just filler ingredients and that aren't great. I think your body needs a balanced diet, and you'll get that from whole foods. So I think if you replace one or even two meals during the day, that's okay. But I think what Huel says is to replace every meal, because then you fall into the category of crash dieting, which is you lose weight really quickly, but then if you fall off the wagon, you put it on twice as quick and twice as much. So that's something I would stay away from.
Interesting. Yeah. I guess if you're also balancing it with, your product, but also doing other things to keep fit and, having the intermittent fasting, if you had fat loss as your goal, or and keep your mass in terms of your muscle mass right now. So it all depends, but I guess that's good reasoning. So what do your what's different flavors do you have in your range?
So we have right now we have the tiramisu and the mango. We decided to kind of go a bit out there. We didn't want to start off with chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla.
Common ones, yeah.
We also had to think what would go well with turmeric. For your listeners who have tried turmeric, it can be quite a strong powder. We've managed to work it quite well into this. If some people are really looking for it, they can taste a hint of it. So we really wanted to put something different out there. The product's unique in itself.
Yeah. The tiramisu one that I tried was actually quite subtle. So it wasn't too overpowering, I would say.
Yeah. So we've had quite a few requests for vanilla actually. So we are working with that at the moment. And the next one we wanted to do was actually espresso.
Oh wow! Okay, nice. The whole latte espresso thing. That could work well. Yeah,
and we really wanted to tailor that to be a breakfast shake, because we were thinking of putting some kind of form of caffeine in there, so people could take this instead of a coffee if they want to stay away from coffee and get some calories into their system without feeling too much of a buzz.
I mean, I take coffee before I do a workout, like half an hour before, or say if I'm going cycling, then I'll just take a quick burst of coffee just to give me that extra boost,
Yeah, yeah.
gym or cycling. So yeah, I could see the appeal if you've also got if you wanted to have a pre-workout protein as well and mix the two. So yeah,
Yeah, that could even be an option. Yeah.
yeah. Looking at, I guess, your customers, what do they actually say about your product in terms of your two flavors that you've got at the moment?
Yeah, the feedback we've gotten so far has been really good. Actually, it's been really promising. We've liked what we've heard. We've also taken on board whatever criticisms and stuff people have said. But the things that have rung out are it's very light on the body. It's different from other vegan shakes. It's not that chalky at all. It's really quite creamy.
Yeah.
They've liked the fact that our protein content is quite high, and the fact that there's no soy, no lactose, there's no GMO products, and there's no added sugar. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other thing people say. And yeah, just the requests for some new flavors, actually, because we've had these two out for almost a year now. So I think it's about time we added another 2 or 3 to the range. And they've also asked if we have any other products along with this one coming out.
And where are you delivering to at the moment? So you're based normally in Czech Republic.
Yeah.
So you're obviously in that market.
Yes.
Where else are you in?
So we're also dealing with Slovakia, and we've recently put on our transport options to Germany, Hungary, Poland, Croatia. So we are selling to all of these countries. We haven't started a full marketing campaign in a lot of these countries.
Yeah.
And we're also starting up operations in the UK as well.
Who would you say your main customers are? Who are the ones that are actually buying? Where do you see yourselves positioning when you start your marketing? Who would this ideal customer be for you?
I'd say when people see me and they see that I go to the gym, they're like, oh, you must really be trying to target people who go to the gym and who are into weightlifting and hardcore lifters. I'm like, no, not at all. We've kept this product really flexible. It's for anyone who's looking to lead a healthier life, to have better meal options, people looking to lose weight, to maintain weight, to keep their muscle mass. We've kept it a really open, flexible product. We haven't marketed it towards women or men. Both take it. Just for people who are looking to make a positive change in their lifestyle.
So where do you think you'll be going next with your company? Do you have any other plans? So you've got the flavors that you're going to be working on. What are your future growth plans?
We've got the next flavors coming out hopefully soon. We're also looking into curcumin capsules as kind of like an add-on product.
Right.
So we've got those that we're looking to come out with. And one thing that we haven't spoke about previously is kind of a latte mixture.
Okay.
That you just add hot water to, mix it up, and you've got a lot of these ingredients. If you just wanted a hot drink, something a bit lighter, and they would have all the Indian spices as well. So we're thinking of adding ginger powder as well.
Yeah.
Maybe some saffron.
Right, because you do get these premixes that say Nescafe do of the coffee latte sachets that you just pour it into a mug and put hot water in.
Yeah.
And a lot of those obviously aren't plant-based. So I guess you'd have to replace the sort of the milk powder with
yes, yeah,
sure. Form of alternative milk once. So that's cool. Hopefully look out for that one as well then.
You'll be the first to know.
Okay, awesome. Well, great. Thank you for coming on the show and telling us about your product, and wish you all the best.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure to be on.
Okay, cool. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
See you. Bye.
Bye.